Now they can hear you.
Hi.
Now they can see you.
And see what I am up to. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Can you move that up just slightly? Yay. Hi. I'm so excited. My name's Allison. If you don't know, this is my 12th stream. Or 13th. I'm pretty sure it's the 12th. And I'm making bacon wrap meatloaf today. So up until now, you've seen that I'm really innovative when it comes to baking. And now you're going to see that I'm equally as ridiculous with my cooking. So throw it all together, toss it up, throw it in. I highly recommend a delicious, wonderful, awesome meatloaf pan to go with your meatloaf. So this traps the grease. All the grease will stay in here. One of my favorite things. This was I got from a wedding gift. And I have seriously made a ridiculous amount of meatloaves in this. So highly recommend. It's not very much money. Invest in it. So excited. How are you, love? Oh my goodness, thanks for being here with me. I really appreciate it. What are you guys up to? Sorry, it's been a week. I'm sorry. I had a wedding to go to. Please don't hate me. So, we have bacon and we have meat for our meatloaf, and that was our cat Loaf who just ran and made lots of noise. But it's so cute, her little bell jingles. I got her a little collar that jingles, and it is the cutest thing. So when she runs, it's so hilarious because it'll be like, and she'd be scared as hell.
It's called zoomies.
And that lovely voice in the background is my hubby.
Hello.
He does the technical stuff. We call him the tech guy. Also, he's the music guy.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that duty.
Yes, he forgot about that duty. But I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. We're actually streaming dinner, my own dinner tonight because I'm starving.
8 o'clock at night.
At 8 o'clock at night, of course. Why not? It just motivates me to speed up the stream.
Does it?
No, it doesn't. I'm not speeding it up. Ah.
New Pokemon game comes out tomorrow, by the way.
Apparently, a new Pokemon game comes out tomorrow. Of work. Yay! I'm so excited! Streaming! Missed it. Hiatus. Bad. Bad, Allison. Oh, you can just leave that right here. He brought the milk over. So, one of my favorite things about meatloaf, this meatloaf recipe that I'm going to share, is I was making meatballs one day for, and I was looking at different recipes, and I was like, that looks really good. I don't have that. Yeah, that's not going to be acceptable to go in there. So I took a recipe and I just made it my own, and then I found a meatloaf recipe, and so I made meatballs, and I'm like, oh, I really like this meat. I'm like, the meatballs were really tender, they were delicious, and I'm like, I had already substituted some things out, and then I was like, and then I found a meatloaf recipe, and I'm like, that's really complicated looking. I'll take the meatball recipe and make that the meatloaf, and then I'll take the glazed part that I do like and make that for the topping and just wrap it in bacon. Like they had that. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. And you know what? That's what I did, and delicious. So,
Indeed.
yes, I've made this probably like...
Enough times.
Yes, I've made it enough times. That's like more than 5, less than 10?
Less than 10.
Which is sad, but it's not a very healthy recipe if we're thinking about it, but that's okay because who cares about healthy, right?
Me.
Not me. I love meat, but we're going a little
You
healthier
love what,
with our
Allison?
meat choices.
You love meat?
Yes, I love meat, Devontae.
Maybe say it.
I already had said it though.
I made say it again.
So we're going a little bit lighter. I'm using an 85% lean, 15% fat. This is what it looks like so far.
You didn't specify, by the way.
I did not specify, so he just picked up whatever. And you can use
range.
whatever you want.
I picked up the middle range, not too much fat,
Okay.
not too little.
Perfect. Thank you, Devontae. That's awesome. I appreciate it, Jess.
You're welcome.
And the reason why, if you want a, if you don't want to fill up your tray with grease, then it's better to go with the lighter, a little bit lighter, because you don't want all that fat in there. It'll get up into your meatloaf if you have too greasy. So that's why Devontae gets #1 husband. He bought it for me while he was at the store today. You're like a solid 7. Dava. I said you're a solid 7. 7 out of 10. I'm just joking. I love you, babe. Come back, Devontae. He's my moderator. Hi, welcome. Yes, I will give you the bacon. Here you go. All yours. Have it. I know, you did not buy enough bacon. This is like a pitiful amount of bacon. When I think of bacon, I want like bacon, like 3 packages of bacon, and I'm gonna stuff that now. Unfortunately, there's not enough room in this little pan because it will cover, the meatloaf goes here and then the bacon covers it on top. So unfortunately, there wouldn't be enough room, but that's okay. We get to cook the bacon and eat it separately. Ooh, I can even teach you really yummy recipes for like a brown sugar glazed bacon. That's insanely delicious.
Ugh.
I know because I made it. You liked it.
No, I caught it chill.
Oh. I was like, you were eating it, Devontae.
No,
At the
I caught it
party.
chill. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm. Same on my bacon show.
Yeah.
See if you get to eat. I'm just joking.
Cereal.
Are you taking the super cereal, Devontae?
No.
I see how it is, Devontae. You don't take my stuff seriously.
Cereally, either.
Gosh, you're such a serial killer.
Yes.
Since you're eating it.
That's my job.
I'm so excited, guys. I can't believe it. It feels like it's been forever, but it's only been 1 week to the day. We're just gonna put in some milk. It doesn't matter what type of milk you can use. You can use lactose intolerant, like lactose-free milk. You can use, I just put 2% in, and I'm just doing a little bit. I just I gotta help bind everything together here. It gives it a really, we want some moisture in this, so that's gonna soak up and that's gonna go really well in this. Like I said, this was a meatball recipe that I had gotten it from, so I'm going to, and I had just adapted it a little bit more for tastier meatballs. Stabby, 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 stabby. Whee! If you have leftovers, that's okay. You can divide it in half and you can make another meatloaf tomorrow. And then you can have meatloaf twice. Because, trust me, with this little guy, Devontae and I like finish the entire thing in one night. Or if we have like a piece left over, I take that to work with me. So, trust me, it's so good you're going to want extra. So, take my advice. I've had it twice in a row before. It's delicious. Even Devontae eats it. He eats everything. Ah, stabby, stabby, stabby. So how are you guys? What are you up to? Have y'all already eaten dinner? Because this is like the perfect dinner. And most of the stuff you're already going to have. I'm just adding a little bit more milk in there. I mean, this stuff I literally find around my house. I mean, we had to buy the meat today, but that's it. And the bacon. Try not to keep. I have turkey bacon in my house because I really like that for breakfast. Throw a couple pieces on in the morning. If I'm not running out of time, I am terrible at mornings. Ah, Dava.
It's so in love.
Aw, you're so sweet. I love you. It's okay. Just make me cry, why don't you?
Good.
On my stream.
That's my PS4 cat. I don't like cat fur being in my PS4.
I'm so excited, guys.
Thank
So
you.
tell me, what are you up to?
I'm up to absolutely nothing. How about you? What are you up to?
I'm up to this.
Are you up to it or are you down to it?
Both.
What are your requests for music?
Oh no. Food, music, mood music. I don't know. I got nothing. Maybe something like cutesy, but like, do you guys have any requests for music? It can't be, what's it called? It can't be.
Copywritten.
It can't be copyrighted. So that leaves like.
So we need a mood instead of.
Or a tone. I don't know. That's. Any requests for music? Ah! When you think you're typing and you're not actually typing. My life in a nutshell. Seriously, that's actually my life in a nutshell. I always do that. Please. Request away. What do you want to hear while you have to listen to me? Actually, you don't have to listen to me and you do, and I love that. Thank you, guys. All right. While you guys see that, that is what our milk meat soaked meatloaf looks like. It's like a little bit moister. That is Devontae's favorite word. So we're going to do my barrage of spices here, aka my holy trinity, the holy grail of spices. Because it's not a trinity, it's a quadra, my quadra kill. But it doesn't kill you, thankfully. That'd be bad. Don't recommend using spices that kill you. That would suck. Black pepper. We're just gonna sprinkle. So I measure in sprinkles, and we're sprinkling it over the meat. Scientific. I think so. Scientific unit of measurement is sprinkle. A tad. Just pretty much enough to coat the meat. Mix it up. Put a little bit more in if you need it. Pepper is one of those really underrated spices. I think growing up it gets like a really bad reputation almost. Like people like over pepper a dish, and then you have it one time where it's over peppered and then you're like, oh my god, never use pepper. But use pepper unless allergic, because pepper really gives a heightened, it complements the salt. So those are your complementary spices. It gives a little bit of flavor, but it's not awful. It doesn't make it taste awful. As long as you mix it in really well. You don't want pockets of pepper where you're like biting it and it's pure pepper. That would be awful. So take it, mix it around, take from the edges, cut through with your, cut through, make sure it's really well worked into there. You really don't want to taste that, like little pockets of pepper. You want it nice and incorporate it in here. So just take that. I am the meat handler today. Brains also looks like brains, so if you ever wanted to like freak people out, I don't know, I guess you could just have like the raw meat at a party, like a Halloween party, and just be like, oh, that's the brains of the operation. I'm just joking. I would never serve raw meat at a party.
I would.
Yeah, you would. So just look, make sure there's no like pockets where it's just pepper. I see a few in here, so I'm just trying to just work the meat. I am not trying to make this a reference. I'm trying to be good here, guys. This is PG-13. We don't have these thoughts here.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, it's just like a tiny bit, but like not a lot. Not a lot. We don't do that here. A sprinkle of salt. So a sprinkle to me is probably consistent with, if you're really not good with measuring spices, I would say it's going to be like a 1/4 teaspoon. I never really put more than that in unless I really feel like it needs it, but that's probably about as much as you need. I mean, but salt is, again, one of those flavors that if you don't have it and it's missing in the meat, I can tell, because salt it sweats the meat. It helps give it flavor. Salt is really important when you're cooking, in baking and cooking. You've seen how much I use it in my baking, equally used in my cooking. I mean, this thing's almost empty. I mean, I try not to like over salt because I don't want to give myself high blood pressure, but at the same time, it needs a pinch. So if you have blood pressure issues or that kind of thing runs in your family, like it does in mine, little pinch goes a long way. I promise. I'm not misleading you. Unless you're like absolutely allergic to salt, in which case I probably should never bake for you or cook for you, because I salt everything. I assaulted. No, just joking. I love puns. I'm not gonna lie. Here, Devontae, just pick a song. Let me make sure that this is working properly. There it goes. Please feel free to talk to me. Ask me any questions you have. I love you guys. Alright, now my favorite garlic powder. A sprinkle.
Do you want me to just pick some music?
Yeah, I just said that.
No.
In this case would probably be about, probably almost a full teaspoon. I love garlic powder, especially in meatloafs. It provides some of the dry to kind of really help soak that up. It smells amazing. If you could smell it right now, you'd be like, oh my God, yes, I need that in my life right now. Not raw though, because that would be frowned upon. All right, next up is onion powder. Whee! Onion powder, again, I probably do about a teaspoon of that too. It's just, again, one of those things that you really want. It's going to help give flavor. It's going to help soak it up. And dry mustard. Again, it adds a little bit of flavor. It really complements the other flavors. Probably just about a 1/4 teaspoon. You don't need a whole lot for this. And I like it. Tell me if you guys don't like the music.
I don't like the music.
Well, then pick something else. You're fired as a music director. No, wait, no, you're not. Stay there. Alright, then we mix it all about. Wee! Mix, 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 mix. Wee! I'm going to put the oven on to 400 because I want to eat tonight.
Higher temperature, this always means cook faster.
No, I know. Sometimes that's how you can burn things, is if you try to cook it too fast, but 400 is actually a really good temperature for meatloaf. 400 is not a horrible temperature.
I prefer 350.
Well, if you want to stream and cook, you can do that.
Maybe I will, Allison.
Maybe I will. Oh, and you've been married so long.
Too long or not nearly long enough?
Not nearly long enough. Does she still come back for this torture every day?
Yeah, must be a masochist or something.
Yeah, such
Let me fill that
masochist.
way
Very
for you.
well. Yes, please. Ooh, look at that. I got a kitchen assistant, guys.
Barely.
Puzzle. Puzzle.
To anyone that may be listening, I'm just a disembodied voice in the background that occasionally moves trash and eats things.
I don't think you're that disembodied. You look pretty embodied to me.
Don't do it, Mama. Don't do it. I see you do about to do it.
Our cat is crazy.
Don't do it. You bit that bag. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you.
My husband loves to carry on conversations with my cat.
Ah. Ah.
It's okay. Meatloaf. It's happening. Bacon wrapped meatloaf. Look how yummy that looks. You can see the spices right here. I'm just incorporating that just a little bit more. But otherwise, it smells good. It looks good. It's all meatloafy. It's a loaf. See, look, it's a loaf of meat. One might even call that a meatloaf. Are you torturing that poor cat, babe?
I'm petting her.
Okay.
No.
That sounded like a no.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple eggs in here just to bind them. Bind them together. If Devontae hadn't eaten all my eggs.
I ate all the eggs.
He did. He like used 4 for ramen the other day. I'm like, who uses 4 eggs for ramen?
Me?
Devontae. But then he gave 2 to his wonderful wife, so I couldn't be so mad at him. But if I couldn't give Devontae a tough time, who can? Whee! Un egg. That's one.
$1.
I'm having a struggle. I'll take your cat fur over you, and I'm gonna need that not in my kitchen.
Builds character.
But does it though? I mean, here, just brush it off and then come back over. Are you rubbing yourself now, Devontae?
Yep. Yes.
That's suggestive, and that's not allowed on my stream.
Oh, baby.
Please don't report me for my ridiculous husband.
They can't see me. They don't know what I'm doing. Well, I could be doing all they know. I could be rubbing my arms suggestively.
That's what you are doing.
I was rubbing my chest suggestively.
Oh. Okay.
There's a difference. One's an appendage, one's part of the torso.
Actually, you look more like Tarzan when you did it.
Yeah, that's totally the sound Tarzan makes.
Yeah, it is.
Are you still trying to eat that bag?
Obviously, that bag is delicious, Devontae.
No, what? No. You argue with me.
Whee!
You can't eat the bag. No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
You don't tell her what she can and can't do.
You
She's
cannot
a strong, independent cat, and she doesn't need your bag.
She wants to eat the plastic bag.
I know. She's a bad cat. I didn't say she was a bad. I just said she's an independent kitty. Our cat has problems. She likes to eat plastic bags because she has food in the bowl, but has to be shown that she has food in the bowl, or she doesn't believe that there's food in the bowl. And never mind if there's a freaking hole that she can see the bottom. It's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
That's not good enough. Isn't that right, Meow Meow?
Oh, me, eye.
Alright, and next we're going to put in some oats. Probably just like a quarter of a cup. I'm just sticking my hand in and...
Now, Allison, why are oats going into the meatloaf?
It helps soak up the moisture, to answer his question. And it helps give it like it gives it a texture mix. So a lot of people don't want just like straight. It replaces the breadcrumbs. I don't know. I just like it. And now you get to play with it. Roars. Oh wait, Devontae, you want to come here real quick and open up the bacon? See, you can play with it. See, when your mom says don't play with your food, she obviously never had fun playing with her own food. So go all out. Can you cut open a slit in the bacon? Oops. I was just trying to get it out the way. I didn't know it was gonna like die.
Yeah, problems.
Yeah, I do.
Also, you're making a lot of noise.
So, your face makes a lot of noise.
It really doesn't.
Doesn't, no. Well, when you sleep, it does.
Okay, that's not my face, though. That's my throat.
That's your voice.
Question. Where are the scissors?
Right there.
Yes.
Awkward.
And I was to know this
Oh,
how.
wait, can you pull up my sleeve, please? Thanks. Whee! And then you take your meatloaf pan, and I always start with just half, and you kind of ball it up, and make it kind of like cylindrical like this, and a meatloaf, and then plop it in.
Plop.
And then you can spread it out and add more meatloaf.
More?
Meatloaf. Must have meatloaf. Very
I'm actually
well.
not sure what point to cut this at, but I'm putting it here.
Okay. I believe in you.
I know.
Okay. So, just sort of make it look meatloaf-like. I.e.
Mash it down into the pan until
Yeah.
it fits.
Until, yeah, that's actually exactly what you do. And then just take it, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the side and I'm kind of like tucking my finger in around the side so it gets it off the pan. That way it's going to help the, juice drain. Why are you looking like a pigeon, Devontae? You're killing me, Smalls. Yes, that was my pigeoned husband. Also, this is going to help you with the bacon.
Right.
Also, go ahead and like poke some holes in the center of the meat. I'm poking 5 just along, or 6 or 7 along the meat. This is going to help cook it evenly. And you're not going to be able to see it, so let me show you. That's what we're looking like right now. We got holes poked in the meat. It's off the side. You can kind of give it another little pat down here. Alright, before I touch the bacon, I'm going to wash my hands with soap and water again. Just try to not contaminate every surface. All of the cross-contamination. Alright. Whee! Clean hands. I just like to have clean hands when I'm working with this part because, well, you just do. Makes it easier. In my humble opinion. So take your bacon. Apparently this time we had thick cut, which I'm not displeased with. Take it and wrap the bacon. This is like completely dead. Okay. It broke. Yay. And yes, I take the full slice, and look, right here we're gonna pat it down and we're gonna tuck it in the sides. That way everybody gets bacon if you're doing this for a party. Bacon! Bacon makes everything better. Now, just overlay it with the others. Give me fun. Just stack it right on top. And then kind of move it down the side. This is really going to help. This is what it's looking like so far. You see that on this side that there's no meat being shown except for the bacon. Just keep taking your bacon strips, get the whole strip, and then tucking it. Like I put this half on the meatloaf and then I tuck the edges down into the pan as such. One day I'm going to figure out camera settings and I'm going to make it work. One day. I believe in myself.
I believe in you.
Me too. I don't believe in myself. Please help. Bacon. Whee! And then we wrap the bacon even more. And there's going to be about 2 more slices of bacon. When I said this is healthy, it's really not. I was joking. I didn't say it was healthy, but it's not healthy. But it is a very good, feel-good recipe. If you want to feel good, eat this recipe. Bacon wrap meatloaf. Eee! I love it. Bacon wrap meatloaf, guys. In the oven at 400 degrees. Wash off your hands so you don't get meat on your pretty stove. Also, real quick, just take a fork and just sort of go in between and just make sure that you're just kind of giving it a little bit more air room. Kind of make sure the meat's a little bit exposed because you can always go back and cover it up. But you really want the meat to cook, especially in the middle. So it's really important to make sure that you leave a little bit exposed so that it'll cook all the way through. Because there's nothing like raw meat in the middle of your meatloaf. When everything else is super tender and delicious, it'll make you very sad. So don't be sad. Be glad that you did this. See what I did there? Alright, and then this little guy. See how I left room right here? This smells delicious, guys. I really, if I was into raw meat, I'd eat this right now. But I'm not. And I don't judge, but so just when you think this amazingness couldn't get any better, I'm going to put a glaze on it that is so delicious. I don't do that until after it's almost all the way cooked. And then the glaze goes on, and it's just so good. It's sweet, and it melts in your mouth. It's delicious. I'm going to be weird. I don't even care. I love it. This recipe is amazing, and it's my go-to for comfort. Actually, I have a lot of go-to meals, so don't listen to me. Everything is a go-to meal for me. Isn't that right, Devontae? He's nodding while nearly napping. Whee! I always put my bacon in airtight bag. That way we don't get the mold. Always make sure you seal it up as best you can. And we'll just have to have eggs and bacon this week. I love eggs and bacon. Eggs and bacon, eggs and bacon, bacon wrap, meatloaf, bacon wrap. So I ended up using all the meat. If I get the 2 pound, like they sell 2 pound, it's like 80%. I'll only use like half that. That was, how much was that, babe? Was that a pound?
I think so. Or 2 pounds.
Oh, it was 2 pounds. Never mind. Apparently I do use 2 pounds of meat. All of the meat. So, coming back to my glaze of deliciousness. Please feel free to talk to me. I'm not scary, guys. I love you. All right. I do a ketchup glaze. Just any ketchup. My unofficial sponsors who need to sponsor me, the Food Lion. I'm going to put about 1/4 cup in here. Or just squeeze it until a lot comes out. No, 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. It's up to you. Depends on how big your meatloaf is. So ketchup. Brown sugar. Or it can be stuck, and then you go with that. Arg! Devontae, it's stuck.
What's that?
The sugar. It got stuck, guys. Okay. Oh, I love the smell of brown sugar.
In the morning?
All the time. My nephew adores the smell of brown sugar. He's always like, can I please have some? And I'm like, of course. And then my niece, I want some too. Yes. Yes to the brown sugar. It smells delicious. It tastes delicious. In short, you have perfection. And a spoon. Forgetfulness. Okay. So, here we go. I got a tablespoon here. And I'm going to do 3 tablespoons. And see how far that gets us. 1, 2. This you don't have to really measure too much. Just, it's sad, but this is all like personal preference. Sorry guys. We're getting to the personal preferences. Make good choices. So this is what it looks like so far. My 3 tablespoons. And to this, my ketchup brown sugar glaze, just a tiny little bit of ground mustard. Don't know why, but it's just really brilliant in there. Just tiny itty bitty sprinkle, not even 1/4 spoon, like just sprinkle it. Legit. Like, it's just a tiny little bit. It just sort of cuts through that sweetness and just really rounds out the flavor. AKA super delish. Whee! Oh my god, my blood! Oh! Oh, it smells so good. Alright, so the ketchup's taken on a nice, like, glaze consistency from the sugar. I'll put just a tiny little bit more brown sugar in there. You just really want to make it nice and thick. This about half a tablespoon, so a teaspoon ish, and you stir it all around. Perfect. I promise it sounds weird, but this is incredibly delicious. And again, we're waiting until the end to put that on. And maybe just because my niece and nephew aren't here, I'm gonna have to do this in their place, and I'm gonna have to have some too. Ooh, so good. Then I'm gonna put this away. And I'm gonna put the ketchup away. And that's how hard meatloaf is. That's bacon wrapped. See, I love it. It's like hardly any prep work. You literally mix the stuff around, throw it in. The longest part is waiting for it in the oven. Right now you could be making mashed potatoes. You can do, if you're trying to have a fancy dinner party, this is the perfect recipe. You know, everybody gets a slice. You can have mashed potatoes. You can do green beans. It's a great Sunday dinner. It's just a very warm and comforting dish. Macaroni and cheese. Those are like what I think of when I have meatloaf. It's mashed potatoes with copious amounts of butter and like garlic flavored, and it just pairs perfectly on top or with it. And then green beans and baked beans and and macaroni and cheese. All of those. Oh my gosh. The go-to favorites. I love them. So, any questions for me while we wait for a very long time? Actually, no, it does take quite a few minutes. I think I'm going to throw on some green beans, but not literally throw them on, because that would kind of be salty. My dad and mom worked really hard, and they canned green beans and let me have some because I love green beans. They're my fave. One of my faves. I just gotta find something that'll open it. That's the only hard part about canned is you have to have like a particular tool to open it. AKA scissors. GLHF. Don't try this at home, kids.
Try it at home. Do it now.
I can't think of where our, like we have or we can just do it the easy way. Use one of these.
Easy way.
Just watch me struggle on stream, guys. It's fine.
Try.
See? Have you never had fresh green beans? Ooh, don't do that. Emergency. Oh, real life. That's okay. It got in my glaze and not on my computer, so that's the good news. And I just dumped it out, and surprisingly, there's not a trace of green bean juice in there. So, huzzah! It was so thick that it didn't even matter. It still smells like ketchup and brown sugar. Don't do what I just did, guys. Just don't. I don't recommend it. 0 stars out of 0. 0 stars out of 5. Ergity blurg. You can check on it. And it smells delicious. I'm just making sure I didn't make a mess. As I am. My poor computer has gotten like everything from freaking pie crust to cheesecake. It eats really well. Really, really, really well. And I'm going to clean out a pot so we can have some delicious green beans to go with this. Your face is a delicious green bean. Ah. That is how we communicate in real life.
Fake life?
The fakest life ever.
I said.
You say what?
I don't know. Words.
Well, what kind of words do you say?
The kind ones.
The what?
The kind ones.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, thank you. Are they directed at me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, really? Thank you. What are the kind words that you speak?
You're great.
Why, thank you. You're very great too.
Only sometimes.
Only all the time. Ha 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 ha. Clean. And then you take the delicious green beans that you've already pre-soaked in your glaze. If you're like me, don't be like me. Unless it's cooking wise, be a good cook. Green beans.
You're a bean.
Your face is a bean. How cute it is. I'm not putting those on yet. And also, my daddy makes me save these, so. He didn't make me. But if I want more, I best give them back. So then we can use them next year, too. But, of course, you have to clean it out. Oh, I hope that's common knowledge. Clean it out. Alright, whenever I use scissors to open meat, I always wash the scissor blades. That way you don't have any like contaminants on your scissors. That wouldn't be any good. And then I'm going to put the measuring spoon away. And the spices go away. All away. Whee! You can also do meatloaf for like a mini Thanksgiving party. If you don't want to do the usual stuff and you want to try something different. Or if you're going to a party or if you're going to a Thanksgiving party, since all the fixings or like all the great sides for it are there, the mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, the green bean casserole, green beans, since all that yummy stuff is there, take the meatloaf, you know? Take this recipe. Don't go empty-handed. I also have an amazing applesauce recipe that goes well with Thanksgiving. And you're in luck because as great of a baker as I am, really good cook too, I'm going to try to do a practice turkey. Right now at Food Lion, they're 29 cents a pound. I'm going to go pick one up. They really need to pay me. I swear. I'm getting on Food Lion's website. Pay me. No, shaking. But no, for real. And we and my family have a joke. It's called practice turkeys. Even though we've done them like 40 billion times, it's still a practice turkey. We got to practice and make sure it's good for the real turkey at Thanksgiving. So, I'm excited. I love it. And ham. Oh my gosh, I love ham. Thanksgiving would not be the same if it didn't have ham on it. And I have a delicious glaze that goes on top of ham. I'm going to have to bake for you guys because this is, or cook for you guys, because this is without a doubt the best like months of the year. From October to December, it's like baking, cooking holiday, and it's like, yes. And while I do that, I also sew projects. Ooh, I'll show you what I'm working on right now, actually. These last few months of the year, I feel like are my creative time of the year. I kind of get burnt out and don't do anything like the first month, sewing wise, because I give up. I don't really give up. That's a bad word for it. So this is what I'm working on right now. Let me show it to you guys. Hold on, let me find the front. It almost fell. Sorry. It's Harry Potter themed. It has the Deathly Hallows. It has the Marauders map. And on the back, I do, see it says Ravenclaw, wisdom, learning. It's so cute. I bought the cutest fabric for this. Oh my goodness. Too cute. And while you aren't asking me any questions, hint, 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 ask me some questions.
Your question.
Hey, Frank's is a question. Up you, Naz. It smells really good. But definitely not done. Sadly. Whee! What are you laughing at, Devontae?
An anime.
Your face is an anime. No, it's not.
That'd be interesting.
It would be. But this is what I'm working on. I'm not gonna put it into green bean juice.
Put it in the green bean juice.
You're
It'll be
finished.
delicious.
So, I don't want you to eat my sewing project, babe. That would be weird. So, that's what I've been working on. I quilted it on the sewing machine, and then I'm hand stitching the rest. That's why you see pins in there. It's labor intensive and so much fun. No, actually, it is kind of fun. Except for when I poke myself with needles. That's not fun. Actually, that really hurts. But it's okay. It's for love and friendship and literally my blood and tears and sweat go into that. Except for not the tears and sweat part, just the blood. But it cleans up really well. No, I'm just joking. I always end up like pricking this and I was like, then it never really draws blood, thankfully. Because that would be bad. Any questions? Bacon wrapped meatloaf and deliciousness in there. Boredom out here. No, I'm joking. I love you guys too much to be bored. I am gonna see if I only have one viewer. That's okay. I failed myself because I took a week off. How dare I attend weddings? I'm the worst. I'll have to start begging people to come back. Please come back to me. Baby, come back. I'm gonna show you what it looks like so we can see what we're looking for and looking at. Fingers crossed. If not, I'm making myself a cup of hot tea. Just saying. I'm gonna need 2 hand things. Oh. Alright guys, this is what it looks like so far. Ah, it smells amazing. God, if you could be in this room right now, you'd be drooling like me. Make sure you use oven mitts because it's super hot. So, what we're doing right now, I'm just poking it, making sure, seeing what it looks like underneath here. Just trying to see if it's cooking. So, don't be afraid to poke holes in it because it's still really raw. I'm going to go ahead and put some foil over this so that our bacon doesn't burn because it's still really raw in there and the bacon's starting to cook really fast. So what I'm doing right now is just putting some foil over it. That's going to really help lock in the moisture. That's going to help bake it all the way through. This is what I call foil season. It's really not. I just made it that up, but it's actually really accurate. So I'm now referring to it as oil season. Whee! I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm really not. I'm just hungry though, for real. So hot tea time. I'm begging my friends, please join me.
Join me.
Love me. And that, I'm going to sit here and play app games and talk to you.
No.
So,
You don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to talk to people?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I don't know how to talk to you.
Are you making faces at yourself?
I'm making faces at... Yes, actually, I'm literally my own entertainment right now. Come love me and my one viewer who I love.
It's me.
I know. I have lost all the viewership.
Hiatuses are brutal, by the way. Especially when they're unannounced.
It's alright, good. I will make up stuff until it gets better.
Make up stuff?
Stuff. I was gonna say shit, but then I was like,
Things.
stuff? Things? So we got the tea water run, and we got the bacon wrapped meatloaf, and we have starvation. And not a whole lot of,
Starvation.
I'm gonna get some sewing done. Fuck it. That's what you guys drive me to. You don't come, I gotta sew. Yay! Hi, Twinkie, I love you. You just missed it. I've been in a perpetual state of semi-boredom because I am talking to myself. But that's okay, you came back and I love you. We're making bacon wrapped meatloaf and it's in the oven and we made a delicious glaze to go on top. It's ketchup and brown sugar and a little bit of dry mustard. And it's so yummy. It's going to go on top when it's all baked in and it's going to go through and it gets all yummy. Oh, I understand. That's rough. I'm sorry. But thank you for being here. I love you. It smells so good. If only you knew you have to be here. But you could come visit me. And then I could cook this for you. It goes so well with mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. And, oh, that's brilliant. We actually have, tater tots. Tater tots, meatloaf, and green beans. That sounds like a freaking winner right there. This is brilliant. See, this is why I love you. See, I need you guys for my creative inspiration. You guys. I'm not worthy. I know. That would be so awesome. You really have to come visit me. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Ah, so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Meatloaf night, it's one of my favorites. You have to be really patient because it takes a while.
Meat night.
Yes, meat night. But it's so worth it. It's so good and delicious and it's like super yummy and yummity and delicious. And get excited and clappy with my nuts. Thank you. I love the music option too. I can thank my my expert music director, Devontae.
Yeah.
Also the tech guy. The technical genius behind my stream. See, I gotta give him a shout out. My husband, Devontae.
That's a good list.
It is actually a bit much. My amazing husband, though, he throws things together, and I'm like, that sounds perfect, actually. Because he was like, well, what kind of music do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Pick something? Uncopyrighted? And he is like, okay. And he does his little thummy thing on the thing and does it. And I'm like, this is perfect. What? I want to know. Tell me. Ooh, meatloaf is so good. Ah, that's so awesome! Congratulations, my love. I'm so glad Alex comes home tonight. Eee.
What?
Her Alex is coming home.
Or what?
You have to take tons of pictures, okay, Twinkie? I want to see.
Is that a baby?
You don't understand.
You said Alice, right?
Alex with an X.
Oh, her Alex is like
Lots of pictures. I want to see. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm very confused. No, she's a baby.
Oh, never mind. If it's like 11:30, don't. You can take pictures tomorrow. She picks him up from the airport. Yeah, that's true. I'd be sleepy too. And plus, about time like he gets off the plane and you get the luggage and you get in the car and you leave. It gets to be around midnight, and then you don't even know when you'll be home. Like however long it takes you to get home from their airport. Be safe driving. You might want to take a nappy first, just in case. But I'm so glad he's coming home. Ooh, and my hot tea water is boiling. I don't do well without hot tea. Where's my hot tea water? Hot tea! It's empty and then it gets a happy face when it's all filled it up. This is the proper way to make tea. Ooh, we gotta drink a special tea since it's a happy occasion, Amanda. We're gonna use a special blend called Yorkshire Gold. It's one of my favorite teas of all time. Then we pour the boiling, steaming deliciousness in there. And then we gotta let it steep. I don't want to pour it out. It smells yummy. Or as Devontae will call it, hot leaf water.
Hot leaf water.
Devontae always calls it hot leaf water. He's so mean. But it's okay. It's actually sort of is hot leaf water. With milk.
Which makes it sound that much more appetizing.
Yes, it does. Hey, you love tea. I don't want to hear it. That's how you married me. I gave you tea and cookies and you were like, sold. I'm done. Literally, I just made him and his friends hot tea and cookies, and then imagine that I got a date and then I got stuck with him. Huzzah! No, just joking. I love him. And they're right to my tag. John, I love you. I really do, though. Adding milk is your pink thing, yeah. You never tried milk in your tea? Do you drink hot tea or cold tea? Like sweet tea? Water. I've never really cared for the taste of green tea. I've tried it several different ways. It's just, I've never really been fond of it. It's not, I guess because I'm so used to drinking black tea. I'm just using lactose intolerant milk. This one is like a darker blend, so I just put a little bit more milk in there. Ooh, I'm almost out of milk. Can you pick some up tomorrow, please, Devontae?
No.
Jordan.
You can't make.
And my cereal too, please.
I have to go to 2 stores? Man.
Yes, with honey. Oh my gosh, definitely. I like it. With milk, this is how my family drinks it. My grandparents were from England. My mom drinks it like this. She was born in England. I love it. Carried it down, the tradition. My brother Matt drinks it this way. My sister Em. Justin is the only sibling that doesn't like tea. Well, he likes this type of tea, this Yorkshire Gold blend. And I have to hide it when he comes over. And not that I wouldn't mind sharing, but it's just funny because he will literally take like all of my Yorkshire Gold. But that's why I give it to him for Christmas. I give it to him as a Christmas present. I imported some in, and he's like me. He drinks this kind on occasion. He doesn't need it every day like I need tea every day. I go through tons of Lipton tea, just the regular Lipton tea. But yeah, whenever I have a sore throat, honey always goes in my tea. And sometimes if I'm really feeling sick, I'll put like a squeeze of lemon juice in there, and a couple shots of gin, and good to go. Definitely the gin part. Just to help clear out my sinuses, and lots of hot soup and salt water. I gurgle salt water. Mostly I get sick a lot, especially around this time when the seasons go from 55 to 20 overnight or in the same day. Or it feels like spring when you wake up and then it goes to snow and winter. Ginger. I love it. It's so cute. I can't show it because this is PG-13, but I have a bottle tucked up in my freezer in here.
What?
What? Let's see what it looks like. It's probably still not done, but I'm hoping the foil helps it. Oh my god, you guys. This is bacon wrapped meatloaf at its finest. God, it smells freaking amazing right now. It's juicy. It's delicious. We still got some red, some pink in there. I'm just gonna cut it a little bit, kind of like into little slices so it'll cook faster. That way we're kind of letting the air flow down in there. The nice warm air from the oven float into our deliciousness and cook it so we can eat it tonight, hopefully. And then also when we cut it, it's also going to help with our glaze when we put it in there. It's been on for almost an hour now. Maybe a little less. It's been like 45 minutes, I think. But it's still, if I can do it without trying to kill it, yeah, I'll show you. It's still a little pink in the middle, but like, or it's red. It's still like a little raw in the middle. It's not going to really let me show you. It's underneath the bacon. So it's going back on for a little while longer because we want it to be super cooked through and delicious. But keeping the foil on is going to help keep that moisture locked inside, and it's going to help it cook faster because basically as it's coming down, the heat can't go back up. It has to go directly back down in there. So just seal it up as tight as you can and then just stick it right on back in. But see, even that helped cook it a lot faster than what it was cooking before. So it's perfect. And it's not burning our bacon because, like I said, the moisture is staying locked in, that heat staying locked in. So it probably needs, realistically, it probably needs like 20 more minutes. Hopefully less than that, but I'm not optimistic about that, so. Yeah. But hot leaf water with milk first. My favorite. And ginger snaps. Ginger snaps go really well with hot leaf water. I love hot tea. And I love ginger snaps. It'd be like, you are to bean water as I am to leaf water. I am like super addicted to leaf water. You're super addicted to bean water. I feel you. I love the smell, but I've never been able to find one I really like. I like a lot of like iced coffee maybe. It has to be like a frappuccino though with like lots of milk and sugar. I'm terrible. I like coffee flavored ice cream. Does that count? I don't know. For me, it's just, it's kind of a, it's like I want to like it. It's just not, and they smell amazing. Just when it comes to liking, it's just like, my palate's like, no. I have a button for that too. Watch. This is me to coffee.
No. No. No.
I love this. Devontae gave it to me for my birthday. And now whenever he has, he says something, it's like,
This is my last word. No.
It's just funny. Aww. Tell Twitch Noble to stop being a meanie face. What's it doing? How's it being mean? We can kick its butt. Huh. I love hot tea very much. Hot tea is my happy place. It helps me be able to talk to people in the morning. It is a thing. You do need the no button. He got it to me so I could take it to work, but I would drive my coworkers insane and they would probably find a way to fire me. Then I'd be like,
No. No.
It just needs to be better. I know earlier it was being weird. My camera was being shaky and, or it was like zooming in and out randomly on me. And my computer just went through like a billion updates. Because I like restarted it the other day and like 30 updates later. I really am feeling this music too. It's really relaxing and calming.
N-O, no.
I love this no button. Oh my god, I can't put it over here. I'm gonna touch it like 14 times. Like, no, 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 no. I should have used it. You missed it, Twinkie. I spilled some of the green bean juice into here, but thankfully it all like poured out. So because this is so like thick, I didn't have time to like merge with it. Thankfully, because that would have been sucky. Hot leaf water. So what have you been up to, Twinkie? I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching me. Usually I would have like some sort of dessert going, but I don't need it. I don't want to be more pudgy. I'm trying to lose the pudgy. Although Meatloaf probably isn't the way to go for losing pudgy. It would have been interesting. That's true. But you missed it. I pulled out my sewing thing earlier. It's really cute. You have to see it. It's a Harry Potter themed quilt sewing centerpiece thing. And then on the back it's backed with house stuff. See? It's pretty big too. And they can go on tables, or you can put pretty candles on it. Like this. It'd be pretty. It's kind of hard to see, but that's what it would look like. Or you would just put it on there, or another candle. Or you could just have it. I know, isn't it the cutest? I love Harry Potter themed stuff. Oh my god, that quilting is so... It's like my expensive hobby. But I love it so much. Thank you. I got tons to do this year. Trying to think, has it been 20 minutes? Did we put this in at 11? No, or I said that at 9:11, right? It's probably worth a peek. I'm so excited. It's crackling. I like that. Sounds yummy. Our meat is getting more cooked. Let's see. Ugh. Okay, still needs more time. But it smells so good. So again, seal it nice and tight. Alright, cooking and patience. I'm not very good at the patience part of cooking and baking at all. Usually I'd put it on and go watch a show or TV or starting to do something else, and the baking gods will be like, don't forget your meatloaf. And I'm like, oh, my meatloaf. Run and check on it. Be like, yay, meatloaf. I know, we do need the smell vision so that you can like smell the wafting sensation of deliciousness. But then you'd be like so incredibly hungry. Like me. And you'd be drooling. I swear, one day I'm just gonna be like drooling all over my stream and be like, I'm that hungry. I feel like that's me. But I'm so on board with smell vision. Could you imagine how much Food Network would make off of that? Sorry. They'd make so much money. They would. They'd be like, oh my God, imagine smelling like Guy Fieri's when he goes to diners, drive-ins, and dives. Imagine actually being able to smell what they cook. I'm already drooling and gaining 30 pounds while just watching. And when they actually go through, and if you could actually smell it, I'd be 1 billion pounds. Yeah, but like Willy Wonka come to life. Yes, the smell of the chocolate fountain. Although then we'll find out that it's actually just CGI'd. But like, it doesn't smell like chocolate. I want my money back. Although then I can see that it would probably get a little crazy, because if you can imagine like horror films and you can actually smell the blood. Oh my God. It would definitely be an interesting experience. I don't know. It would be like sensory. That would be so weird and cool though if like they had that. I don't know. Maybe not for everything, but like certain smells. Like I would feel like if they ever did something like that, it would have to be like a rotation of smells, like explosions, like an explosion-y smell. Like it would like have like something that'll like flick to the explosions. It would have to be like as soon as there's like an explosion, like the smell will flick to like explosion-y smell, like fiery, like a fire burning. And if you're watching the Food Network, it'll switch to like onions or something being, you know what I mean? Like just, that's how I envisioned that would have to be. It would be. But you know, you could do all kinds. Like, you could have like one for peaches. You could have one for, I mean, just things like outdoors. You know, just to like, just really common settings. Inside a kitchen, it could smell like, you know, kitchen stuff. I don't know. I got nothing. But that's how I would imagine. Like, you'd have to have, like, very stereotypical, like, for savory, if you're watching something savory, have, like, savory smells. If you're watching something like baking, like, have it be, like, chocolatey smell or gingerbread smell. So it would have to be very standard, I would think. I mean, I'm not sure, but if you ever had something like that, if you ever had something where you could watch TV and then it like just flick over to a certain smell, like have a device and it'll flick over to that smell. I can see it in my mind. It would be pretty cool, but at the same time, it'd kind of be weird-ish. Because I would think would probably smell up your house a bit. Unless it's like a little spray, like a spritz. And then that'd be cool. And especially if you had like a 3D TV and watch things 3D and then it like poof, or imagine like Jurassic World or Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs and then poof, out sprays the smell of grass as it's running at you. I'd have been like, yes! Or a Michael Bay movie where something blows up and it spritz, and then it goes to the next one and spritz out explosion smells like fire, wood burning, oil burning maybe. I don't know. Just like a little spray. And then while you're watching Food Network and one of them goes poof and then it sprays out like a little bit of gingerbread smell or chocolate smell. And you're like, oh my God, I want to be there right now. I don't know. I can see this in my mind. I'm going to make killing. And it's probably already patented, I would think. That would be so cool. Now I'm actually thinking about this. I love you, Twinkie. This is us. This is us right here. Creative time. Creativity always brings out creativity. Poor Bella. Oh my gosh. I'm sure she would. Oh my goodness. I just realized I've been calling you Twinkie the entire time. And Tiffany, I completely forgot your tag was TW. I failed at life.
Good job.
Well, I'm fired. Fired from friendship. Just throw in the towel.
That's what you get.
That's what I'll get. I'm writing this down, actually, from now on. I'm starting to write down everybody's tags. I can't even keep my own life together, girl. But still, I really think that would be awesome and terrifying and cool. I know you did. You should have told me, but like, Allison, girl, it's Tiffany. And I've been like, that's cool. I love you too, sweetie. Totally knew that. I'd have caught up eventually. My brain is not here today. Now I'm gonna remember, see? I have to write things down to remember. If I don't write it down, I ain't remembering it. You should see me when I was trying to learn the tire industry, Tiffany. I'm like writing everything down like bit by bit, and I'm like, I'm filling up notebook after notebook, and I'm just like scrawling, and because they're talking fast, and I'm trying to like write, and I'm like, then I go back to read it, and I'm like, I think I know English. And I don't think that scribble is English. Feels on that. But girl, addiction to coffee, addiction to tea. I haven't had enough of it apparently to remember anything. But I'm sorry, I love you. And it doesn't make me love you any less or any different. I love everybody. I can't help it. Unless they're awful human beings. And then I love them slightly less. slightly less for people we don't like, and a little bit more for me. I love Spamalot. Have you ever seen Spamalot or heard about it? It's the Broadway version of Monty Python's The Holy Grail. Yes. This is why I love you, Tiffany. We're friendly and I love you that much. I love it. Oh my gosh. Girl, you don't even understand. I have the soundtrack and it's so good, but you can find it on YouTube, like the soundtrack. I'm sure you can probably find the version online too, but you didn't hear that from me. Disney Junior feels. Oh my gosh. But that's so cute though. Your baby is so cute. I love it. Bella's just the cutest little thing. And her little jammies today, I swear, if they had an adult version of those, I would totally buy it. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're like, they look so warm. I'm like, I'm jealous right now. You're standing on boxes and you're in comfy pajamas and I'm like, I want that life.
What?
Oh, I love it with ears on top. Oh, my friend made me a hat with ears on it. It's weird because of my bun. But see, they have ears.
Your buns are weird?
My ears aren't weird, Devonta. You're weird.
I said your buns are weird.
I know, it's so cute. And it's so warm. It's knitted and it's so warm and lovely and I love it. I have such talented friends. All my friends are so talented. I'm like, I can throw something in the oven and it might work out. Might not. We'll see.
I wish I had talent.
You do.
Yeah.
You're like the most amazing drawer.
Nah, not really.
You put up with me. That is a talent in itself, babe. It really is actually a talent to put up with me 24/7.
No means no.
No. I love this button so much, Tiffany. You don't even understand how much I pissed Devontae off with it.
No, 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 no.
I love it. I just want this to cook. Bake. Cook. Be yummy. I demand it. This kind of reminds me of The Lion King a little bit. Like a tiny bit. I gotta see, I love pictures of cuties. Oh, look how cute she is. Oh my goodness, Bella's so adorable. Oh my goodness. That is the cutest thing. Oh my gosh. That baby. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. I love the baby. I can live vicariously through you. They'll be like, send them home. That's what I love about being an aunt. Spoil them, send them home. Spoil them, send them home. I love it. And they're like, Auntie Allison, and I'm like, children. I'm like, Madison, Zachy, I love you so much. Diaper change? Here you go, Matt. Here you go, Angela. Good luck with that. I know. Oh, I love you too, Jack. Oh my God, I love you both so much. Oh, hi, Jack. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, that's so course, when he comes home. Ah! So much hearts and love. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that makes me like tear up, girl. That is so amazing. That's so cute. Your baby loves me, and I love your babies. Now I have to be like the awesome auntie and send them stuff too. I really do, actually. I treat like any of my friends' kids, I'm like, oh, look, spoil, rotten. I'm like, I'm your half auntie. I'm like your auntie through another mother. It's like, we're not siblings, but like we might as well be siblings. So I'm your auntie by proxy. Proxy aunt. I think that makes sense. But I'm so excited. We're going to the gender reveal for my brother's baby. Ooh. That is so cute. I really want to see the picture for that. Oh, I'm not fine with that. At least she's amusing herself. And hey, she can start learning how to bake early. Oh, Auntie Allison, good teacher. Ah. Oh, I want to see so bad. Oh, that is the most cutest thing in the world. Oh. You have to take a picture of you and Jack so I can see. That's so cute. Oh, I can't believe he said he loved me. That is so adorable. Babies. Sorry, my hair is starting to come down on me. It's gotten so long. Look at that. It's like a mess. I love the one where she's standing on top of it. Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh, I love you both so much. You are adorable, and I love you both. Mwah. Oh, he's so cute. He looks just like you too. Oh my goodness. I love babies.
Do you?
Vicariously, yes. I love babies, and then I spoil them and give them back to their parents. That is,
easy way out.
it's the auntie life. I have a cat. That's not the same thing. I know. I saw he's missing a tooth. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, he's becoming a big boy now. Ah, that's so cute. That's so cute. Did the tooth fairy come and visit him? Ah, that's so cute. If I do have kids, I know I'm going to spoil them rotten. And then Devontae will spoil them rotten, and there will be like no authority in the house. She'll be like, don't do that, or you don't get cookies. But even I know I'd be like, here's a cookie. That's a bummer. Aww. Aww. That's okay. Sometimes the tooth fairy is a little late, but as long as the tooth fairy comes. It's okay. The Easter Bunny visited me after Easter one time because the Easter Bunny was in such a rush getting to all the good boys and girls that it forgot me, and that's okay because I just waited a day. Thank you for hosting my stream. You're so sweet. Oh my god, I love you guys. It smells so good. Girl, I'm starving. So it's cooking through now. I'm sort of trying to shove some of this juice out of here. I'm just sort of lifting it up a little bit, just trying to see what it looks like underneath. So it sort of steamed it. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can turn around and show you. So because it kind of acts like a steamer, this part underneath right here, since there's like a gap between the juice, where the juice falls, when it has the foil on, it steams it, so you're not burning your bacon. And it's like, oh, it's so good. It smells so good right now, and it's almost all the way cooked through, but it's just a little bit pink, like I like it personally. See what I mean? The blurry camera. There we go. Camera bad. Yes, exactly. You don't have to drain it halfway through. We got this as a wedding present, and I swear, girl, it is a lifesaver. All right, perfect. So now that it's almost all the way cooked through, I'm just going to add the delicious meatloaf glaze on there. Sorry. My blood. No, I'm just joking. Or am I? All right. And just take this deliciousness and pour it on over. This is my favorite part.
Why are there needle pins over here? Were you also sewing while on stream?
No, I didn't sew any. I showed them. I showed Tiffany what my cuteness looked like.
Who is the Tiffany?
Tiffany, this is my husband, Devontae. Devontae, this is Tiffany, and I love her.
Hello.
Oh, and we got another person. Hi. We love you. I love the sewing stuff. I know. Thank you so much. It's a really crazy, expensive habit. So, yes, to answer your question, this is ketchup, brown sugar, and a little bit of dry mustard. It's the perfect glaze for our bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Person. Yes.
So, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back. Whee!
Gotcha.
Husband Techie, yes, that's him. The husband Techie. He always comes when he smells food, I swear. Conveniently.
Well, there's consistently food in the kitchen because this is the kitchen.
That's actually really accurate.
Yes. I don't deal in inaccuracies unless telling stories. What? All the story is an extended lie.
Okay.
Do you not disagree?
I don't unagree. So
There's no saying unagree.
here's what it looks like. This is our bacon wrap meatloaf. And it's almost cooked all the way through. So this is the perfect time to add the ketchup glaze and
Drugs.
no drugs. And because I have like slots in there, it's gonna fall through. So it's gonna get all the way down and it's gonna bake all yummy. I know. Oh my God, it smells so good right now. You don't even understand. So back into the oven, and this is gonna it's gonna get all caramelized and delicious, and we're gonna leave off the foil this time.
Yeah.
And then just bump your husband out of the way. The techie. Just joking, I love you. I don't want you to get burned though. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Oh my gosh. This is like the easiest recipe. If you ever want to make something for Alex and Jack and Bella, I'm sure they'll all love this.
That's a lot of names.
Those are babies and her huggy.
Oh, I was about to say, is that 3 kids and one adult, or 2 kids and 1 adult?
Oh, it's her babies and her hubby. They're a family.
What's a family?
I can't say what I'm going to say. He has a sad family.
What family?
Yeah.
Family? What family?
Poor Devontae. He needs a hug. He has had a very traumatic childhood.
Why couldn't I just been adopted?
Oh, you poor baby. Your mummy might be watching that. Don't you say that.
She knows.
That's really sad.
Because she told me last time, she's like, I understand.
That's horrible. Okay.
That's my life.
Now it's not.
Well, it's still part of it because it's
Yeah.
not like I'm not unrelated to them.
That's true.
Are you trying to show cleavage?
No. I
you're
got
trying to show
hair.
cleavage.
My hair had fallen down and then I got hair everywhere.
You're trying to show cleavage.
See?
How dare you?
Yes. How dare I?
You're breaking all the rules.
Oh, I know. Oh, so Twitch has this like really awkward, you're not allowed to show anything kind of,
Or be provocative.
or be provocative, or actually just be a woman.
Provocative. I use that loosely because
They use it loosely too.
things have happened.
Actually, they use it structuredly. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid because it's like, okay, friend beans, like, time out. It's pretty much you're not allowed to be a girl on Twitch. It's literally, that's how strict their rules are.
Sometimes.
A lot of times.
Look
The
at your height now.
Boop. Look, he's a tickling height now, guys.
I mean, you do that anyway, regardless of what
I
height you're at.
know. Isn't that great? He ticklish. And it's funny.
Is it?
No, no, no. 1,000
You missed my
times
no button.
No.
That was a mistake.
No.
No. It was not a mistake. He got this for me for my birthday.
No.
To annoy him.
This is my last word. No.
I thought you were going to take it with you to the office.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
No. I love it. When he first got it for me, I would ask him questions, and then and when he responded, I was like, no.
Me. No.
Oh my God, it was the most hilarious thing in the world.
Was it?
Oh my God, it still is. You're right. I know. I could have a button that says yes because then it would combat my
No. No. No.
I know.
No. 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 1,000 times no.
My family used to have the Staples button, the easy button, and then you pressed it and it was like, that was easy.
That was also part of the reason why I got that.
I know. It's so funny. It's so cute.
Like I know you or something.
Right? The chaos, the love, the fun. That would be crazy if we went back and forth with him with a yes button and me with a no button. Oh my God, we would drive each other up the wall. It would be the most hilarious thing that happened that night. funny though. I was gonna share a Meatloaf story with you guys because in honor of Meatloaf night. So my poor mom made a meatloaf with oatmeal in it that tasted so awful. It was like a healthy meatloaf, in quotation marks, because she got it from this recipe from this, you know, food, like healthy magazine or healthy cookbook or whatever. And it was the most vile thing. And we had an exchange student from Colombia stay with us. And I felt so bad for her. Her face, because she was trying to be nice, and she was like, that was literally the look on her face. I was like, she looked like she was in pain. Oh, the poor thing. Oh my God. And we joked my dog wouldn't even eat it. It's like the only time I've ever heard Jamie growl. He didn't really, but that thing was not edible at all. Oh my gosh. And my poor mom has not lived it down. Even though she's made like fantastic meatloaf since. No. She has not lived that thing down. Which is terrible, but it's like one mess up, it'll haunt you for the rest of your life in my family. That is an accurate statement. Unfortunately. Oh, I love the emoji. It's so cute. Oh, I'm so excited. Devontae's working on emotes for me, and they're super cute. This one's a cupcake, and it's so pretty. But then he lost some of them, unfortunately, because his computer decided to restart. Oh, wow, my gosh, that sucks. Yes, and you never live those things down, because then they're like, Mommy, and like you'll hear it the rest of your life. And my dad always has funny stories about my mom. I love you guys, you're amazing. I love you. Devontae's like over there giggling. I do it too sometimes. Don't even fret. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah. But if that ever happens again, microwave. If it's already almost all the way cooked through, put it on the microwave for like a minute and a half, and it'll cook up really fast. I used to like my meat more well done, so I'd always put it when I was younger. So I'd always, like when my mom liked it pink, so I would just take the slice and throw it in the microwave for a few minutes. Yes, it saves lives. It saves lives. It really doesn't, but it does save time and effort, because if you try to put it back in the oven, it's going to take like a year, an hour, 20 minutes, like what we're waiting for. So definitely use the microwave. If this comes out pink in the middle, I'm throwing it in the microwave. I don't even care. Oh, and also I'm going to put on my green beans now, because it's mostly cooked. Yes, don't like just take it out. If it's like a whole bird, just kind of cut it up into pieces. Like the smaller you can get, the faster it's gonna cook in the microwave. So if you have like a chicken breast, like let's say this big, and it's not all the way cooked through, slice it in half and then down like the biggest section. So maybe like cut it into quarters and like lay them outward, like kind of flat, and do a minute and a half in the microwave, and it'll cook it right up for you. You don't have to worry about it being raw. You don't have to worry about serving your babies raw food. It cooks it fast. If I ever don't cook something, or if I really need to get going, pop that sucker in the microwave and be on my way. I don't know. I'm very impatient. A lot. I'm very impatient. Like, this is torture, waiting for this, and it smells so good. It's like physical torture. It's not really physical torture, but it could be, you don't know. But yeah, I love it. Microwaves save Save me so much time. If ever I'm in a rush, throwing baked potatoes in, if you don't want to sit there and peel them all to mash them, you can just stick a fork. So like you have your potato, you stick a fork in there, throw them in the microwave for a few minutes, flip them over a few more minutes, like 5 minutes on each side while you're doing other stuff, and then mashed potatoes. Like just unpeel it, pull it out, put some butter, garlic powder, a little bit of milk in there, onion powder, mix it around, mashed potatoes. I'm all about time saving effort. Now I do like to boil them personally when I have the time, which I normally do because I don't know, it's kind of fun. And then you can have the skins, and then you can make potato skins by taking the peels, like washing them and then dampening them because you really want dry potato skins. And then you can take like bacon bits, like fry some bacon, chop it up and sprinkle it over, or you can do and put cheese on there and ketchup, whatever you want. What's tomorrow's recipe? That is a mystery recipe. The mystery is I am debating on that one. It's either, so I've been requested lasagna, Tim Tams, that's an Australian dish, an Australian dessert, and I've been requested apple pie. So it's gonna be one of those. I just haven't figured out which one yet. So it's either gonna be dinner or it's gonna be dessert or both. But I don't think I'm gonna have time for like an extensive apple pie and a lasagna, because lasagnas can take freaking ages, not to cook, but to like assemble, put in, assemble, put in. You have to cook the meat first. So tell me what you want to see, because I am all ears. Whatever you want to see is the recipe I want to do. But it's so good. I have to show you, if you have like 1 second, I gotta show you the lasagnas. My dad taught me a recipe that is just fantastic. And coming up soon, I'm having a practice turkey. And then I also have a Boston butt to eat up too, but that's not going to be unfrozen by tomorrow. But I do a really good Boston butt, so pulled pork barbecue and like homemade barbecue. Oh, so good. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I just saw it earlier today, so I know where it is, sort of. I do so much baking, guys. And apparently I take a lot of food pictures. Not sure why that is. I do know why that is. I'm sorry, it's almost there, I swear. I just gotta find it in here. But I just want to show you before you leave what the lasagna will look like. It's so good. It's buried between shepherd pie recipes and all kinds of other recipes. Here it is. Huzzah! I found it. That is my lasagna. And then, hold on. I'll show you that's what the layering looks like. It's so good. Ooh, homemade pizza. I didn't do it on stream, but I did do homemade pizza one day. I had bought, well, I didn't do the crust from scratch. I bought the crust from, like the Pillsbury pizza dough, and I rolled it out and put it on and like stretched it out on the pan and just put, like, we had some marinara sauce left over, and I did that and cheese because we had to do something that night, and I didn't know what else to cook, and I was like, throw it on, put it in the oven, It cooked. That's perfect. I mean, it's so good. So what do you guys want to see? Okay, I need to try to get sleep. Bye, Tiffany. I love you. Thank you so much for being with me. Yes. All the ingredients. Homemade pizza. Yes. Although, I'm very plain when it comes to pizza, so you might not want to check out mine. Oh, or I could do I've always wanted to do this. It's when we went to Hawaii, we had fresh pineapple from there. And I really, really, really want to take fresh pineapple and do a Hawaiian pineapple with fresh pineapples on there and freshly like baked ham. Oh, I'm gonna do a ham for Thanksgiving. So I'll save that if you don't mind. I'll save that and I'll save ham and because I have to use pineapples anyway for the dish that I'm doing, or to go on top of the ham and like do a glaze with that. I could do a pineapple ham pizza. That'd be good. Hi. So thank you so much for joining me. Right now I'm making meatloaf, but yes, for quick tips, if you're ever in a rush and like I said earlier, if you accidentally have something that's like half raw, cut it up into little bits, throw it in the microwave for a minute and a half, or even if you're like running late for something and you only have just a limited amount of time, but you start the process in the oven. Take out the chicken or whatever you're cooking, meat, steak, cut it up into smaller bits, throw it in the oven for a few minutes, and then that's going to save you a ton of time. I love ovens, but it takes a long time in the oven. So definitely a quick saving tip is to do it by that way. Meatloaf. This is bacon wrapped meatloaf. Super delicious. Very hot. And green beans to go along with it. My dad cans green beans, and that's canned green beans. So I'm going to make a Discord too. I need to do that, and I keep meaning to, and it's on my to-do list. And I even downloaded the app, so I'm going to make a Discord so that I can keep you guys in touch and be able to send out my recipes and everything. But there's a lot of time-saving tips. Freezer bag. I heard you say that. Yeah, the freezer meals to help you, like so with the crock pot, just to like do the freezer dumps. Those are cool. Because then you can do them like on high for 3 hours and on slow for like 8 hours. I really like that. You just have to be careful of your crock pot. Mine cooks up like super fast. So just be aware of how you're cooking, how your crock pot cooks. Because then remember, you're not going to be there to stir it. So don't do anything that's glazed, like so glazed meatballs, anything like that, stray away from. Anything that's going to be thick, like a massively thick teriyaki sauce, that's going to burn up on the bottom and get crispy and caramelized in the crock pot. So just be careful. You might want to make it runnier because you need more moisture in a crock pot. The steam is what cooks in the crock pot. So yeah. So oven, crock pot, and stovetop, yes. So stovetop, I always have quick things to do, like just canned vegetables. So, because I try to be healthier, on the healthier side. Not obviously right now with this, but yeah, definitely. It's good to have things already prepared. If you can meal prep ahead of time. So if you have maybe like Sunday night, or I don't know your work schedule, but maybe on a day off, meal prep, buy everything and for like chicken and all kinds of stuff. I used to meal prep and I used to be really good about it. I would take chicken and other kind of meats, pork chops. I'd throw them in the oven. I put them in. I would do broccoli on the stove, on the stove. I would use up every pot and pan, and then I would take a Tupperware container and I would put them in and make like meals. Like, so I'd do pork chops and green beans and something in corn or baked beans, whatever I had, whatever was healthy.
I gotta flip the switch.
And then it's only, you take that out and like store them in the refrigerator, take them out, put them in the microwave. You can take them to work. You can take them for dinners if you're on the run. And like in the microwave, it takes like 2 minutes to heat up. You can heat it up and run out the door. That's what I've had to do. So definitely think about doing meal prep. I am a huge proponent. Pinterest has a ton of meal prep options. I'm just sort of lazy and throw things in together. Sorta. My husband's laughing in the background.
That's an understatement.
Aren't you clever?
I am, thank you. I appreciate you talking.
I am all about time saving. That is me. If I could do it all at once, I do it all at once. That is, I call that convenient. I won't say lazy. That's a trifle harsh. Devontae. This is my tech guy.
Devontae, that is me.
Hopefully that helped you, but let me show you what this looks like.
Tech guy, artist, somewhat of a dancer, doggo.
You can dance. Is that what you call that?
I move my feet kind of fast, move my arms a little bit.
Here, you want to test out a couple of forks?
No, we don't have forks.
I'm going to stick a knife in you because you're done.
That is spousal abuse?
Touching you with a knife is spousal abuse?
Yes. Threatening with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, a butter knife is a deadly weapon.
It's deadly. If you fall on it hard enough, you can die.
I'll remember that.
Hey, if somebody can die from a freaking plastic straw...
Yeah. We're not going to the bathroom.
No. Plastic straw. Person fell on it and impaled them
That sucks.
through the eyeball.
Yes.
It happened in England.
Worry about the spoons. Yes, the spoons. Spoons are dangerous.
That's my favorite kind of torture. With a
Spoon.
rusty spoon.
Whee! This looks so good, guys.
It's
I'll
not
show
fun
you in
unless
just a
the
minute.
spoon is rusty. I have utensils.
Huzzah! I have food. Could you stop?
I was making music.
So this is the meatloaf, the bacon wrapped meatloaf. See how it's cooked all the way through. And like I said before, this steamed it.
Oven's supposed to still be on.
No, can you turn it off? Always turn off your oven. So like I said before, this this pan is like a 2-in-1, and the bottom literally helps steam it when I put the foil on. So foil, another really good time-saving tip. If you don't want to spend all day making something, put foil on it. Stop, Devontae.
Ah, Jesus.
You're not supposed to actually fall, Devontae. You're like supposed to be a rock, a stone.
Well, not when my leg hits a thing.
Okay, I swear, he like never moves when I actually push him. It's like crazy. So that was like the first time. I have proof.
My
One
stance
time.
was not right either.
Yes. I got distracted. Okay, so you put the foil. I'm going to tickle you and you, so help me goodness. You know what? You don't get any meatloaf. I'm eating all of this. You're fired.
I was just...
Nope, you don't get
I
any.
was practicing hand motions.
You can't get it, babe. So, oh my god, I'm gonna freaking...
What?
I'm throwing...
Jesus! I could have hit somebody.
Yes, you! What I was aiming for.
Now you scared the cat and she doesn't
Oh,
know what's
she's
going
not. She's fine. She's in her basket.
on. She doesn't.
I threw my oven mitts at him.
I shouldn't even give these back to you.
I challenge you to a duel. No, you don't get any. You're fired. Ah, Thank you for subscribing to me. Oh, you're so sweet.
What was that?
Thank you. My new friend.
P. Marsha.
PR Marsha. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. But yes, so foil. Time-saving tip. Always, if you're cooking meat in the oven and you really need to cook it fast, foil over top. It keeps things from burning. If you have a glaze, it keeps things from burning. It steams things, or it'll steam whatever meat you have in there. It's gonna cook a heck of a lot faster.
And
Throw
it's
that
shiny.
on. And it's shiny. Yes. Added benefit. Who knew? Pure romance.
Pure, unadulterated.
Yes. Throwing things at each other, pure romance.
Definitely not from concentrate.
Oh, this looks so good. Devontae doesn't get any dough because he was a
Is there onions
meathead.
in that?
No.
Oh, there should have been.
Excuse you? Are you trying to come up in here and tell me how I need to make my meatloaf?
There's onions in my meatloaf.
Yeah, and that wasn't. Oh. He doesn't like mine, so he doesn't get any.
I didn't say that. Trying to starve me?
You're starving yourself by talking and being mean to me on my stream.
I'd like to think of it as our stream.
Yeah.
Because we're partners. You're like the face, and I'm the guy behind the scenes that occasionally shows up to annoy you.
Occasionally, I'm thinking more all the time now. My all the time nuisance.
Let's not get technical.
Isn't that pure delicious?
It is meat. That is good.
It's delicious. Oh my goodness.
So, where's my piece?
You don't get me. I said that. You can have a green bean.
Oh,
You get 3 green beans.
oh, that is hot. Oh,
Not that hot.
well,
There we go. Pure romance. I gave him a bite and some green beans, so
that was
he's good
less
to
than a
go.
bite.
He's good to go.
That was like not even a bite.
Well, your face isn't even a bite. So,
So
ha.
I'd have you know my face is many bites?
What are you, some sort of cannibal? Cannibal Lecter?
Whoever came up with that name, it should have probably been smacked. So, yeah, guys, got a new movie idea. Well, what is it? It's about a cannibal, alright? Eats people, and he helps this detective solve another cannibal murder. Okay. And his name is Hannibal.
You're like loud in my ear. But you're cute.
So it's Hannibal the Cannibal? Yeah. Let's ship it.
This is really good, I'm not gonna lie.
Pokemon comes out tomorrow. That's why I grabbed my Switch. I'm charging it. I forgot. Oh, well, we appreciate it very much.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh, add me as a friend. I love friends.
I also have a question then. If this is like your second day on Twitch, what attracted you to Allison's stream here? Because normally your average person comes to Twitch for gaming purposes. Normally. Not trying to say that
Not me.
you came here for wrong reasons.
I came here only for cooking.
She came here to cook, bake, cook things.
And I do a fair amount of that.
She can actually send you a friend request, and then you'll get a notification for it, and then open up the notification, and should be able to complete the whole friendship exchange.
Ooh, I was watching Hero JP cooking English class. Oh, neat. Can I ask where you're from?
No, you cannot.
Oh, is that bad?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, sorry. Devontae. Might just be a
See,
mean to me.
it is also the case that Allison herself is fairly new to Twitch.
Yes, this is actually only my 11th or 12th stream. I can't remember. Oh, this is my 12th stream. Pretty sure.
I'm in Minnesota?
Minnesota? Maine?
Wait. Wow, we're good Americans, right?
We're really good Americans. We got maps on our Google here.
I think Maine is ME.
I think so too, but now I'm questioning myself.
See, is
It's Minnesota, yes. We're super good at. I got nothing. We're super great at this, guys. We're in Virginia, so we're just a tad bit away from you.
just a few thousand miles. It's all right.
Just between friends, you know, a couple thousand between friends. It's all good.
Actually, I had two friends in Minnesota. Only one's there now. The other one moved to Hawaii, of all places.
Oh, I might have to actually go back to the Twitch part.
You would probably have to go back to the Twitch part.
Whee! I'm figuring out how to add you as a friend. Add friend. Yay! We're friends.
Well, they have to accept
Oh.
eventually.
You have to accept my friendship. Smart person to move.
Yeah.
It's a little cold there, I'm
she-
sure.
See, the one that moved to Hawaii, she does not miss Minnesota at all because during the winter, she was one of the unfortunate souls that in dry, cold weather, her hands, like the palm of her hands, would actually dry out and crack.
Oh my God.
Like your lips cracking and splitting. Her palms would do that.
Oh God, ow.
So her palms would like split in places and bleed, and it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It sounds like a frigid hell, yes.
Yeah. So she was glad to leave.
Oh my gosh. That really sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Your poor mate.
I felt sorry for Lauren. She was like, yeah, I need like moisturized gloves.
Oh God.
It's like, Jesus.
I couldn't even imagine. I guess you would. I guess you would have to like make.
She does not miss it at all. Even though Hawaii's expensive as hell, she's like, I wouldn't trade it to go back.
I wouldn't either. Shoot. If I could afford Hawaii. Hawaii's expensive though. We went to there as our honeymoon.
Negative what?
Ooh, that's a real degrees there.
That's gonna be a no can do, friend.
I know, you should see him, like, when it turns zero, like, in the 30s, his lips turn blue. And I mean, like, they actually turn blue. My husband would not last there at all.
Me and cold do not mix.
You and heat don't mix either. You don't mix well with weather.
I need temperate weather.
He needs, like, a place where the degrees stay the entire year round.
And
You
don't
just need to
catch
be
on fire.
indoors.
And don't catch on fire.
Yeah.
California is like that, but it catches on fire, and there's mudslides and other crap, and earthquakes.
Yes.
So that's a trade-off. Is that mine?
Yep. It's
Oh,
actually-
sweet. How gracious.
Thank you. This one's mine. It's green beans and delicious.
Did you want to re-enlarge your chat?
Oh, yeah, I gotta do that.
It's the button that says
The
R.
restream? Yeah.
Yes.
Wee.
Excuse me.
I had to get this, there's an option for a bigger, to be able to see, to actually be able to read your chat, so you're not, like, squinting, and I'm, like, super blind already, so I had to get the big version, and I'm like,
Well,
so, and you
this
can
is
customize
also
it.
the integrated chat.
Yeah.
This-
Oh, yeah, with YouTube, right, it's the integrated chat, but, he started off, like, super small, and, like, bigger, like, I'm gonna need to be able to read it. So, yes. That's crazy, though. Negative 22. Oh.
How do cars even operate in that?
I know. I've always wondered that, too. Like, I work in the car industry, and I don't understand how... I mean, do you have to... I mean, I guess you would have to keep it in, like, a heated port or something? Like, a heated...
So not imagine it stall out.
Oh, my God, yeah. Garage and plug-in heaters. Oof.
Yeah, that's really telling. You need a plug-in heater for your car.
God, that's cold. So how, like, won't your face, like, I thought in that kind of extreme weather, doesn't your eyes and stuff, like, doesn't that get cold? I don't know, that'd be really unpleasant. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it would dry and, I don't know, freeze?
Well, they described it as a frigid hell, so.
Yes. I'd be worried about trying to get from A to B without freezing to death.
Also their summers are hella hot too. So they have freezing winters and hot as hell
Ski
summers.
mask. Well, that makes sense.
Does
Do
it?
you have to wear, like, snow goggles? I would be wearing snow goggles. If I had to go and hit anything in, like, 0 degrees, I would be in goggles, ski mask.
Yeah, one summer, Anne was telling me, it's like, yeah, it's 103 here on a good day.
Ugh.
Oh, Jesus
How do you guys
Christ.
do that?
Is there no in between?
It's like Virginia 2 days. Oh my god. But with wind.
Jesus. Yeah, that Minnesota is a place that I would visit and never live. And even visiting would be like.
Pastor. Not in a bad way, but like, oof.
But they have the Mall of America there, I believe.
Mall of America. Don't visit. Oh my god.
Don't visit.
Oh, you poor thing. I feel so bad for you. Yes, crock pots for you. Thermoses. Like to keep your soup warm.
This is really good, by the way.
Thank you. I'm obsessed with food. But, God, you poor thing. Oh my god, 114 degrees and negative 22. I would be dead. They would have to just go ahead and bury me. Like, dig the 6-foot ground. I wouldn't make it. I would not be able to make that at all. I'd be like, oh, that's a negativo.
Virginia woman drops dead in Minnesota.
No one is surprised. You need to move to Virginia. Or maybe not Virginia.
There's better places than Virginia.
There's better places than Virginia. Actually, I think Montana. I had a friend move from Montana to
I
Virginia.
think Colorado is a decent.
Oh, Colorado. There you go. Well, no, because they get cold too.
They do get cold, but it's not kill myself kind of cold.
They're their state actually needs studded tires. It's illegal in some places not to have studded tires.
Oh, well, never mind then. Arizona? It's hot, but it's dry heat, so it's not humid. Oh, also my phone died. That's why the music stopped.
Washington. They're originally from Washington. You moved to Montana from Washington? I wouldn't. Ooh.
Minnesota?
Excuse me, to Minnesota from Washington. Ooh.
I also have a friend who lives in
I'd
Washington.
like freeze to death. I take calls. I sell tires, and I work in the car industry. If you didn't gather that, so I take calls from all over the world and not world, all over the country, the continental United States, and I have people that are like, "How's the weather where you are?" And we'll trade like weather stories, and I'll be like, "I don't envy you. You keep that up there." The friend had like a big snowstorm, and I'm like, you just keep that on up there. I'm like, I don't want to see any of that.
We're supposed to be getting hit by an Arctic blast for like the next week or so.
And it's already cold. We've already gotten snow. Sorry.
There's no doesn't
Which,
really leave for a while.
I shouldn't complain because, I mean, honestly, you guys have it way worse. But snow in Virginia before the holidays, before even Christmas, is a big deal. It doesn't happen. And my state is not equipped to handle snow. We only get like a few like inches every year, and like it's spaced out, and the sun will come, heat it up, melt the roads, and you just have to salt the road.
And pretty much everywhere from like Virginia south.
Yeah, Virginia South they don't handle snow well. So yeah, exactly. We literally shut down, and we also have like big ravines. So like there's places where they close schools and stuff because the buses could literally drop. Like if they skid it, it would literally kill everybody because there's some roads with like steep drop offs, and it really is. It really does shut down. Everybody stays home, and our state just does not. Yeah.
They stay home with their milk and bread. Hope for the best.
If somebody in Virginia asks for winter tires, I'm like, they've got to be traveling, or I laugh. Or I don't laugh because there's people, emergency roadside people that did it. But to me, it's like, I mean, I'm thinking about it because it's going to be a bad winter, but I mean, we don't get it. But in January, February, and March is when we see our snow. So I can't remember, in living memory, I cannot remember the last time that it's happened, even before Christmas, let alone Thanksgiving. That's unheard of, to say the least. Which you probably laugh because you have negative 22 degrees. Here, it's like really cold, and our really cold is not your really cold. Our really cold is in the 20s. Oh my God, an 8-month winter?
Yeah. The snow doesn't really leave once it falls.
You only had 4 months of not winter? And then it's 112? Oh my God. I'd have to get the help out of there. They would have to be like paying me to live. Like, I'd have to make.
They do pay you to live there some places.
Yes. They would have to pay me to live there. Oh my God, you poor thing. I'd move. Oh my God, I couldn't do it.
It's there in Alaska. That's the thing.
And other up northern states too, which is really people don't want to live. And I don't blame them. I'm like, God. So what do you got? Like, what is your state known for? What is Minnesota known for?
Cold.
I mean, like, what's your biggest like attraction or your biggest staple? What's your biggest import?
The mall.
The mall. Yeah, we ship people from the mall. Do you guys grow crops? I mean, I don't know. Like, that would interest me. The mall. Oh. Is there anything able to be grown? Is there like a good growing season there or no? Because I guess 8 months of winter, and then you have like, that only leaves like a month for your crops to grow. Soybeans, corn, sugar beets. Well, winter rye might do well there too. But wow. So once the snow melts, so your ground gets like really saturated and soggy? But I guess that's why soybeans do really well there too. Or things that need a lot of water. We grow corn too in Virginia. And beets. Sugar beets.
Drop the beets.
We grow like weird. It's a land of 10,000 lakes that are covered in snow. I'm sure it's beautiful though to look at out the window from your heated indoors. Do you get to go sledding and tubing? That would be fun. That's sad. Oh, it's flatland. They don't even get to go play. You could build a ramp in in your yard, like kind of like a slide. And that way when it gets all snow covered, you can climb up and play. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to do something or else the snow would get old fast. I wonder if people's body chemistry has to change a little bit in order to adapt to that kind of environment. I'm pretty sure I'd die. And I know Devontae would die. His lips literally turn blue in like 30-degree weather. He does not do snow. So when you go to the grocery store, or I always wondered this last year when temperatures were getting down to like the negative 40s in some parts of the world or in some parts of the states. Do you have to, how do you live? Like, how do you get your groceries in? I don't know. How do you survive? I guess that sounds a terrible way of putting it. But like, do your mall, do your shopping centers have indoor garages that you can, be able to transport to? I don't know if I'm asking the right questions. Bulk buy when you're able to. That makes sense. So do you have another freezer then that you put all your meats into and things? Oof, that'd be scary, girl. Or boy. 3. Oh. I guess you really would have to in order to survive. Do you have a whole part of your living quarter that's devoted to just being able to survive during these harsh winters? Sorry, girl. I thought so, and I saw Marsha, so I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to make anybody. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to. And you never know these dates. I just want to make sure. Man, doesn't it cost a fortune though to heat the house? Or
I'm sure they have discounted rates for that.
hopefully they give you a percentage off or something, or help cover the whole heat, or hopefully solar panels or something. God, I really don't know how people survive in that cold. But I'm curious because it's looking like if the trend happens. Mine too. I don't know. I can't imagine, but I always wondered, and I know people survive, and it's human nature to find a way or die. And reading in the history books, I'm a huge history nerd, and I love nerd. I always wondered about the mini ice age, how people, especially back then, with
Whale fat.
yes, actually that's a thing, and igloos, how they built igloos, and pretty good. That's still crazy though. Oh my goodness. That sounds so cold. Oh my god, I'm just imagining it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'd die. Did you like it?
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. Oof. It is so good. But wow, goodness. I guess for you to, if you have 3 freezers, you can always you can always do half,
Jesus.
devote. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
That sounds like a place that shouldn't be on Earth. Or this far north of the equator.
You mean south of the equator? Or you mean north? Okay. Oh, north of like the
Equator.
south of the North Pole.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me. Yeah. Somebody visited Minnesota and decided to make a movie. What if this happened everywhere?
That would be a help no. Instantly freezing helicopters. Oh my god. How? Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Because then you can't medvac people. Oh my goodness.
Minnesota's a magical place.
I really don't know how people there survive. See? Now I'm wondering.
They're made of different stuff, Allison. They're just made of different stuff.
This helicopter instantly froze.
They're made of different stuff.
It's like The Day After Tomorrow. I think this is the movie he was referencing. The one where New York and everywhere.
There's a couple movies, but
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of them. But the Day After Tomorrow is the one that sticks out in my mind. God, that's cold.
That's cold.
That's
Just
going to be a
thinking
note
about
for
it makes
me.
me shiver.
I know, right? Yeah. How was it you during like the one day a year it's warm? The one day a year that is 70.
And then leave.
Yeah, and then leave. Bye.
Alright, that was a good day. Bye.
No. That's scary though. Oh my goodness. Because that's how it's supposed to be in the Arctic, not in the middle of the United States. In my humble opinion.
You know, you can't. It is ill-advised to pee outside in Antarctica.
Apparently in Montana too. Oh, freeze.
Midstream.
That would hurt. If you can. Oh my god, yeah. Probably freeze in your bladder. So, this sounds terrible, but do a lot of people die every year from the cold then? Like,
Probably homeless people.
I don't think you could be homeless in Montana. 8 months of winter, you would die the first night.
Yeah, so they might not have a homeless problem.
That's terrible, Demonte.
I'm sorry, my humor is dark.
Ooh, Alaska's been warmer than you guys. Ooh. See, I feel like the poles are shifting downward. Just how like the trend has been. Because not fun. That sounds so cold. Has it always been like that? Or just in the last few years it's gotten really bad? Flipping poles, yep. Sorry, I'm eating my dinner.
How could you?
I know, I'm the worst. It's 10:51 over here. So do most workplaces have to have like an indoor parking garage, I guess? I feel like you'd have to work from home if not. And I'm sure that's not a thing for everybody. Oof. What made you want to move to Montana? The jobs?
Minnesota?
I'm sorry. What do I keep saying?
Montana?
I'm sorry, Minnesota. No. Oof. That's crazy. I'd freeze on the way. Like how the fox froze and the fish. You'd catch me like freezing mid walk. And I'd have a freeze of. But at least they would save money on body preservation. Just cart me to the morgue. I guess, yeah, it would have to be pretty cheap to stay. That's crazy. At least you're close to your family, though. That's really nice. It's still, oof, it is still cold. Oh, she moved? Dang! That sucks. Is it like a resellable? Like, are you able to sell the house and move somewhere else too? Or is it not a very marketable place?
What happened?
Get your phone and find out.
It was dead. It started. That's why there's been no music.
Oof, that is terrible.
Also, I wouldn't be able to see it anyway because it's past chat.
Oh. What do you do? Okay. And then hopefully that helps you I'm trying to think. So do you have to go out and sell, or do you have to stay or can you do your job online? That's really smart, trying to find things to do so you don't have to go out in the snow, cold. Oof, I can't even imagine. If you spend money on like Facebook ads, maybe you might get, those aren't terribly expensive, and you can kind of cater, maybe try to put it out through that way.
What are they selling?
Pure romance.
Books?
Hmm?
Books?
No. It's like makeup bags, tester products. I had to Google it, I'm not gonna lie. Out here, the big thing is Mary Kay. That's a big one. Hmm?
And Avon.
Well, I mean for like outdoor selling, or I mean for sales.
Yeah. Also Avon.
I've never heard of that one.
I have a booklet in my pocket because somebody at my work sells it.
Okay. I'm horrible. I don't do makeup very well. I mean, I can apply and everything. I just don't like to. When it comes to taking care of my skin, I'm like, ah. I'll do like the acne rubs. I'm just like looking through the book.
The book?
Yeah, the Pure Romance book. She sent a link.
Wow.
And I was looking at it. I know, I'm like, I just do the bare minimum. I'm like, moisturize.
What's
For
a
me.
moisturize?
If I have to wear makeup, I will. I don't choose it.
How could you?
I don't like naturally red cheeks. See? Trying to cover it up, it's just like, it always like looks weird. And I'm just like, stop trying.
What? My wife attempted to wear makeup?
I did theater for a long time.
That's a different kind of makeup, and for different purposes.
That's true.
I mean, the contouring is still the same, kind of.
You just make it less noticeable for the stage.
Or depending on the character.
I mean, like, you have to make it more, you have to make it more pronounced for on the stage, and then less if you're doing it in real life.
So people can see your facial expressions. So they can see your nose and your eyebrows and your lips. Exactly. I did
Let
a
me do
theater
that.
thing once.
Hmm?
I did a theater thing once. Twice.
Ooh, they have jammies.
Jammies.
Pajamas.
Skitties.
They're like super comfortable looking clothes. How about that?
You're super comfortable in both.
Sorry, sometimes it takes me a minute to remember how to. That's pretty cool too, though. It's PG-13, so I'm not allowed to say those kind of things, but it's definitely important. I like companies that, you know, promote that for women. Bamboo jammies. They're so cute. They look comfortable. Did you buy yourself a pair? I totally would. Although, with you, I'd probably be in layers. Even if I had my house at a really good degrees, I would still be like in 10 layers with my hood on. They're super cute. Mine's so cute. I love them. My friend got me pajamas for my birthday. She got me some cute ones. And they have owls on them. I'm a little obsessed. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, you probably really need that. Oh my goodness. They're super cute. But those are really cute too. Did you get the ones with like the shorts or did you get the like the dress? Which one did you get? Because there were some really cute ones in there. The dress is super cute. I would get the pants too. I tend to, I roll around too much to wear dresses to bed though. I'm not gonna lie. I am a constant roller. Like last night, my cat made the poor life decision of cuddling with mommy at the foot of my, like on my legs. I probably woke up like 10 times throughout the night because she was still on me and I kept like almost hitting her and so like I would wake up, fall back asleep and do it all over again. Be like, oh, because I would tumble and I would like go to roll over and then I felt her and I woke up like, oh my god, it was a bad night. I love her to death, but it was a bad night. Yes, I would be strangled. That would be me. And then I would also have to keep away roaming hands.
What?
Devontae.
Hey. Not my fault.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I toss and I turn. The very first night, my sister and I, that I got out of the crib, my sister slept. She also made the poor life decision to sleep near me. And I accidentally rolled her out of the bed because I tossed. Like I was on the inside of we had bunk beds, but she slept on the bottom one with me the first night. And she ended up on the floor. But she was like dead asleep. And she ended up on the floor. And then I used to be really bad when I was a kid, apparently, because when we went on trips and I would, if I slept in the same bed as my mom or my sister, they'd wake up with like bruises on them. Because I used to like kick a lot in my sleep. That wasn't good. Now the only big thing I do is I wrap up in the covers. Because I'm like twisting and turning all night. And Devontae will end up with like no covers. So to fix that problem, we had to get separate covers for ourselves. So he has a blanket and I have my own blanket. And then I still end up with his too. So I can't win. I'm the worst though. I will end up kicking that poor boy so bad. But he sleeps like a rock, so. And it's been 7 years since we've been together, so I think I've gotten better. I hope. Have I kicked you recently, babe? You ain't even paying attention.
Have you gotten better? I don't know. I'm asleep.
You're not asleep.
No.
Oh.
Can't say it because asleep.
Devontae sleeps like a rock. As soon as his head hits the pillow, he's out. I'm so jealous. It takes like a sacrifice to the gods, like sacrificing a goat, sending it up, prayers. Not really, but it takes a while for me to get to sleep every night. I know, right? And it's a lot of my guy friends could do that, just instantly be out, and I'm like, I'm not jealous. You're jealous.
Probably because you think too much in bed.
Sorry for thinking, though.
In bed. That was your mistake.
I try not to. I don't know. It's weird, like, it just takes me forever. What is that? Sorry.
Also, it's 11:07.
What does that do? Is it like a white noise machine?
You're a
An
white
app.
noise machine. Damn. You had some meat.
So did you. I'm so.
Hey, you trying to fight me? How rude.
Okay, that's pretty neat. Also, don't scrape up the pan, AJ.
I will scrape up the pan. I feel like you're trying to impede my my efforts here.
What am I talking about? What efforts?
I feel like you're. They can see this, by the way,
No, you
because there's a
can't.
camera pointed directly at the pan. Finish your own pieces first.
I love you.
Love you too.
If I cannot literally bother my husband, it would be a boring life. That is what my husband is for me
Being
to bother.
annoyed?
Exactly. It's nice.
Have to pass on that one.
That's gonna be a note from me. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's already 11:10.
I just told you the time.
I know. Oh, did you really? Well, I hope you can join me tomorrow. It's mystery recipe.
That's what I said. Do you know what you're making tomorrow?
It's mystery to me too. It really is a mystery. To everybody involved. I keep getting requests and I'm like, oh, I'm also, I love that.
Well,
So if you have a request, please let me know what you want me to bake or cook or do. That's my stream. I do everything.
You try to do everything.
I attempt. I mostly succeed. I would think. Don't you think, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Look. Yeah. I'm alright. But I'm a bit of alright.
I knew we were going there.
My granddad used to say that to me all the time. Of course I'm gonna go there. Well, good luck with your sale tomorrow. I hope it goes really well. Or tonight. I hope it goes really well. I definitely have to flip through this when I get a little more time and look at it. That's okay. I gotta get going anyway. Thank you so much for being with me. And I'll be here tomorrow around the same time after work, which is 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's like afterwards, I usually try 7, 8 p.m. Eastern. So thank you so much for being with me. Have a good night, guys. Thank
We
you.
appreciate your patronage
We appreciate your patronage
and viewership
and viewership.
and all that.
And I love you guys. Thank you.
Good night.
Good luck. Good night, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Blur.
I found the end stream button. Bye, guys. I love you. It took me a minute. I was like, where's the red button?
Good job.
It's like my computer was just blocking it. Like, you can only see it like a tiny little bit.